Welcome back to Just 2 Review. This week, we're doing something very special. We've upped the production game. By the way, I don't even know which camera to look at, bro. You got too many fucking cameras. There's too many fucking cameras, bro. There's too many cameras.
I'm gonna look at that one, top right corner.
They're not gonna be able to see, we're too far away. If you don't know this, which I have no idea why you would, I'm a bit of an amateur chef. We're in my kitchen after all. This isn't a studio, don't be deceived. This is my kitchen. Erdy is a pizza Nazi. And that's not a derogatory term.
Whoa.
That's not a derogatory term. Whoa. Everyone loves pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? And I like to make homemade pizza. So I thought, let's see if I can out-pizza the Hut. I'm gonna be making a pizza from scratch, and we're gonna film that whole process. I'm gonna make the dough, I'm gonna make the sauce, I'm gonna grate my own cheese.
And I'm gonna watch.
And film.
And film.
Hopefully, nicely. All right, bro, what do you think, Erdy? Do I look like a pro?
You look spiffy.
Do I look spiffy? I don't know what all this is about. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make the dough. Now I've got a recipe that I was using, and by the way, this ain't my first rodeo when it comes to pizza making. I've been working on this. All right, first thing I'm gonna do, very important. You wanna clean the surface. Get a close up on me wiping this.
Just so y'all know, there's no cross-contamination happening.
Zero cross-contamination. In the description below. This was on King Arthur's website. Okay, now King Arthur is a brand of flour. This is not sponsored by King Arthur. How about this, King Arthur? If my pizza wins with your recipe for the dough, hit us with the sponsorship. All right, anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. So we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now I know what you're thinking at home if you know anything about pizza. Why are you using all-purpose flour? Why not 00? Okay, look, I've watched an entire YouTube video. Long story short, 00 flour is very expensive around here, and the difference is minimal. Also, for a really crispy crust, which is what I'm going for, generally you'll get a little bit of a chewier crust with the 00. And that's some big food science for you back there. All right, so we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I got it right here. And you know how I can tell it's flour? Because it fucking says it right there. We need 1/8 teaspoon of sugar. What the sugar will do is the sugar will help the yeast activate. Now this is the secret ingredient. Let me see. This is the ingredient. When I first saw this, I thought, okay, this is a weird dough recipe because I made a lot of pizza dough trying to find a good recipe. This recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of white wine.
Close du bois.
Close du bois.
1/4 cup of white wine. Hey, don't tell nobody I showed you that secret. We're gonna get a little flour and just start combining. Start combining all your little pieces. Okay, that's probably good. So we're gonna make a ball. Like so. Just so it doesn't stick to the bowl. Take the dough, plop it down in the bowl. We're gonna cover this with some saran wrap, and we're gonna let it sit for about an hour, hour and a half. Cover it. Set it right over here so this light can hit it and warm it up a little bit. And that's it for the dough. Now on to the sauce. Next step is the sauce. Erdy, our film man here, says, why don't you just use it right out of the can? What are you gonna do? Add a little salt and pepper? No, I have a recipe for this. We're just going with the all-purpose crushed tomatoes. They're already crushed, I don't have to worry about that. First thing you're gonna do, turn your stove on. I got my handy dandy saucepan here. Put a little, just about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil.
That looked like half a cup.
Nah, bro, come look at it. About a tablespoon and a half, I'd say. It's not much. And this apron's nice because I can just do this one right here. I ain't even worried about it. Okay, now, step 1, garlic. A little bit of salt, probably a pinch, a little bit of pepper, freshly ground, of course, a little bit of sugar.
Diabetes.
Secret ingredient. Basically, this is what you want to do. You want to extract the flavor of the onion and get it into the sauce. Leave the butt of the onion on. We're just gonna slice it. I'm just gonna stir, combine all this. Nope. Dog's dying in the background. She's good, people. She just has a little bit of a breathing issue, but I promise everything's gonna be fine. Everything's combined. You can see the garlic, the oil, everything's in there. We're gonna take our onions, okay? And you're just gonna put them right there. Whoop, whoop, just like that. Get a little bit of sauce on there. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna simmer this sauce for about 20 to 30 minutes. And what that's gonna do is that's just gonna get all that flavor out of those onions. Just let the sauce cook. All right, so the sauce is done. It's been cooking about 25, 30 minutes. So go ahead and turn off the heat. Take off the lid. Look at that. And now, we're just gonna dispose of the onion. Thank you for your flavor. And there is the completed sauce. Right now, we still got about 30 minutes for our pizza. I like how I'm making a tutorial. Like this is supposed to be me trying to beat Pizza Hut, but it's just turning into a how to make a pizza tutorial. So we've got our pizza stone in the oven, as you can see here, right? We've already got it setting in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and preheat the oven. We want it to sit in there for about 45 minutes to an hour. The hottest your oven can possibly get if you wanna get a nice crispy crust. So my oven goes up to 550, as you can see. Start the oven now at 550. In about 30 minutes, we'll take the dough, roll it out, separate it, and then we'll be on to making some clean ass pizza. I don't like to use pre-shredded cheese when I'm making my pizzas because pre-shredded cheese comes with like a powder so it doesn't stick together. And I find that I don't like the way that melts so much. So I've just got some Kraft, which I know all the Italians everywhere are crying. I don't like too much cheese. What? I know it sounds crazy to say. You don't want to get too cheesy on this bitch. Man, I love the smell of dough. Get the smell of that. Oh yeah, man.
Smell that. Yeah.
Punch it down. De-aerated motherfucking dough. This will make about 4 servings of dough. What we're gonna do now is we are just gonna cut it. So we're gonna take our handy dandy cutter and we're gonna cut in half and then cut in half another way. Then I'm gonna take this cutting board here. Just gonna put a little flour down on it. Try not to get it on my Mac that you can't see because it's off frame.
Kind of is in frame.
Kind of is in frame. Hey man, we ain't got a professional studio. We're doing what we can. And look at that dough right there. Basically, I'm just divvying up the dough. This is a real small piece. We're gonna let this sit for about 20 minutes. Once that's done, we'll be making pizza, baby. Okay, so the dough's been chilling about 20 minutes. The oven has been warming up for about 45 minutes. Pizza stone should be nice and hot. Our dough's been proofing. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we got our pizza paddle here. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of cornmeal, and this is just so the pizza can roll off onto the stone. And also a little flour. A little bit of flour. A little bit of flour. I'm gonna use this Mamba Jamba right here. First thing I'm gonna do is just put it on my surface here and start flattening it out. I'm probably the worst, like actually making the pizza.
Like stretching out.
Right.
Wow.
Because it's not easy. I've got a rolling pin.
Like grandma's doing.
Hey bro, this thing is useful. It just helps get nice and thin, which is what you want, you know? Now you don't want to rip it, that's the key. But should be nice and strong. Oh, you ready for it? Woo! All right, so we got our dough on our paddle. And now, we're gonna make some pizza. Fucking dough's sticking. Technical problem. Into the fucking oven. Oh, I fucked up over here. God damn it. Okay, look, I've never used this paddle before, and that's what I'm blaming it on. Because the pizza stuck to the paddle. It happens. What are you gonna do? Now we wait. Pizza's out of the oven. What do you think? It looks good. Smells
Looks like
great.
pizza.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. And crispy crust. Oh yeah, look at that.
I want this.
You want that?
Yeah, that's what I want. That.
Crust is so damn crispy, I could barely cut the fucking thing. Which one do you want to try first?
We'll try this
Let's
first.
try that one first. It's been sitting there. Let's go ahead and give Pizza Hut a try, man.
Oh, this is so hot.
Be careful, don't burn your hand. Surprisingly, it is still warm. First thing, crust is, there's no crisp at all to it. It's basically a loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Sink it.
That's good.
It's not bad, is it?
Of the big three, Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, this is the best. I don't care who you are, what you say.
I'm interested to see what you think about my pizza.
Here we go.
Get that one right there.
This is adorable.
Yeah, it's small. Well, it's not a very big pizza. There you go. Homemade pizza. Here, take a bite of the crust. My pizza definitely tastes more like what you would get if you went to like a mom and pop pizza place. No doubt about it. And I want you to know, you're not going to hurt my feelings on your opinion. Is it an 8? Are you saying I out pizza the Hut? Hey. If you can look past the pizza sticking to the paddle trying to put it in the oven,
I like that.
let's go.
That's good.
It is good. Alright, you heard it here first, folks. You know what we need to do? Make like a crown for when I win against the restaurant. Thank you all for watching. If you like this new format that we tried, go ahead and let us know in the comments down below.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.